Hey!
Hey!
Alright, mate.
You
Yeah, good. Nice
My
to
name's
see
Nick
you.
Corbin and I play guitar.
Oh, great.
How's it going, man? Nice to see you.
You too.
Have you been, alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
Great.
Yeah.
Get some records.
Got a few.
Wicked.
A little selection.
Bought your axe as well.
Bought another axe, yeah.
Cool. Which one's that?
That's the telly. And,
Alright,
yeah.
cool.
You're right if I get your mic up.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Clip mic. Feel like I'm going on TV.
Oi, oi. Hi, guys.
My name is Solomon Douglas. I am a bass player.
Hey, nice to meet you, alright?
Lewis, how you doing, man?
Nice to meet you.
Nice one, man, yeah.
Hey, Amané?
Amané.
Kitty.
My name's Amané and I play piano and keyboards. It's not often that you kind of just go out to get in a room with other people and just create and write music, particularly with the pressures of having like an end goal, and sort of knowing that you had to do that in that space, and 48 hours was kind of, yeah, it's exciting.
I guess if you know people are good, then the only thing you have to trust them with is that they'll listen to you. I'm Laville, the singer in the project.
My name's Lewis Durham and I am the producer engineer on this project.
My name's Kitty Leave Durham and I am producing the project too. Assistant engineer and drumming. It's always great to have people come in, and especially people that you don't know and you've never worked with, because it's just a load of, it's lots of fun just kind of getting together and like make a record together in such a short period of time as well. Do you know what I mean? And I think just the kind of the way in which we work, I think, makes it more enjoyable for everyone, because you're just kind of having a laugh and making music, and you're not all in like separate rooms or, you know, in your own little booth. You're kind of there all together, so you're kind of just in it together, you know, having a good time.
Looks really comfortable.
Bigger than your arm.
Basically, this, like, give you a little bit of history. This used to be an Indian restaurant, and then it was derelict for like 15, 20 years with squatters and everything. Hence, like, there's a takeaway sign outside and everything, which we kept. But it used to be like a cool place where you could get like late night curries, and like musicians would come here and like do like poetry readings and stuff like that. So it's got a bit of like a musical like history in it already. And our parents used to come and eat here and stuff like that. So then, yeah, so obviously that's the live room, and then that used to be the old kitchen where the control room is. So yeah, come and have a look. Lewis actually like builds a lot of the equipment as well. He built this desk. Yeah, I know. It's pretty mad, isn't it? But yeah, he's like probably like one of the only people left who knows how to like fix all the gear, and like if it breaks down, he knows what to do and stuff. So it's like really handy. Yeah, and then this is the machine that we usually record onto.
Yes.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah.
Whatever we do, it's gonna sound groovy. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, how should we start? Should we just rig up and get jamming, I guess?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's some pads
there's
out there.
Pads there, so just write down anything you need. I need to just get time if you want. Yeah, cool. Oh, for your case. Yeah, your case is in here. Yeah, yeah. That's good. Oh, right. Yeah, this project is actually very special for lots of reasons. Looking from the outside, when you've got a whole group of musicians who've never been together, and you know, and you're producing a record and they're playing it, and for that all to happen quickly, it's something that used to happen a lot in times gone by, and it made great records, and it doesn't happen anymore. People don't do it. Music isn't made that way. A lot of musicians or producers, whatever, a lot of them can't play instruments anymore. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but it's just how things have changed. So doing this is like original style, you know, and also recording it without computers. things like that. It's something that doesn't happen in the world very much, and it's very rare, and only in a few places. And maybe like in 30 years this might all end, you know what I mean? If you can't get, you know, the lacquers to make the discs or the tape, or if the musicians just stop playing, I don't know, like they're kind of a dying breed. So it is special, you know, and it's great capturing that on, you know, picture, motion picture, film.
So I didn't know Kissy and Lewis coming into it, but I actually knew of their studio because a few of my friends have recorded there not too long ago, actually. And yeah, they've just got an amazing process and an amazing space to write and record in. I've never really been in a studio like it before. So yeah, I've literally never done anything that's kind of all analog. Every step of the recording process is all analog, and it's kind of wild to me that I've been in places where you record through tape, but never straight to tape, and it's really nice not having a computer screen in the sort of the main room. So it's, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think just kind of solid groove thing, and everyone just grooving, and then Andre take, yeah, cool man.
I think they're all thinking about you though.
Too much responsibility.
Oh, why don't you start with a groove? And then
Okay, cool.
see what comes out.
So my dad grew up in a big family in India, and they all used to play as a family, sing and play together, all his sisters and brothers and everything. And so when we were little kids, he would always just be at home playing for his own enjoyment, you know. And we kind of were always around that. So a lot of the songs that we grew up playing were songs that we heard him singing at home, rather than like hearing the records necessarily. And my mum's always been into music as well. She used to play records at home. She used to drum in a band called the Raincoats when she was a teenager. So yeah, it was always music in the house, you know, which was great because music's, you know, my first love. That's what I enjoy, you know.
We do collaborate with a lot of other people, and sometimes something happens straight away, and sometimes it doesn't, you know. And I've worked with my family for so long, especially Kitty and stuff, and so we have an understanding, but working with other people, sometimes it just locks and sometimes it doesn't. And even with the same people, one song you're like, yeah, straight away got it, and others you have to work on.
I think music, whether I'm listening, performing, or creating, just this sense of, I don't know, unadulterated joy, because anything you create is, you know, a new experience for someone to listen to, or kind of a new rhythm, or, you know, just kind of taking in everything that you feel, everything that's inspired you, and just kind of releasing that in a different way. It's unbelievable, whether that's, you know, performing or just creating. Just the feeling is, I don't know, just a level of joy that can't be explained.
It's just the amalgamation of all the different minds that have been working in different places, with different people, experiencing different things, learning new things, coming together to make something that is uniquely ours, because everyone has a different thing that they bring to the table. A like wordplay. I like to cut things short, and I like people to think, if they ever read the lyrics, how I've put the words together.
People hear different things to what you'd expect, and I think produces the most interesting stuff, because otherwise you just end up doing the same thing that you always do. So when someone loves music, it's because they feel seen or they feel heard. I think that for me, particularly in a live context, it means that someone else in that moment feels heard and seen, and I think that's kind of one of the most beautiful things about it, really.
People need to be able to get out and express themselves. I think a lot of the time, being a musician or a creative person, it isn't a choice. It's something that you do because you feel like you have to do it, and the positivity and the effects that it has on people's lives, I think, is just really important, and we need it. Musicians and people who create music are not unapproachable, and I think that's the lovely thing about this project, is the collaboration, and the greatest thing I've learned along my musical journey is that collaborating with people is really important, and I'm always discovering new stuff, and that just keeps influencing what I do now.
Because in the world of music that I come from, there's pretty much no rules, just groove. So if that is the agenda, and we've come to collaborate just to groove, just some of the most special moments just come from just, just playing and being in that moment.
Yeah, just like a little kind of hook to separate the verses, maybe. And then we can come back to that anyway. But yeah. Go from the top again, I reckon.
I think just signal us when you want us to change.
Yeah.
And we'll follow you.
You want that bit to be twice the length, maybe?
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want the beginning bit to be
I think
twice
every tune you do is different, and you have your go-to things in the studio as well. So you're like, oh yeah, that'll sound cool on that. Or a bit of, Rhodes, or a bit of this here, and then when you actually go to do it, it's like, oh, okay, what I thought might work there doesn't actually, because there's no room for it, or oh, there's actually room for something else. So I think you're constantly just learning and kind of on a path and a journey with every song, and I think it's just the road to get there is the fun bit, really, and then you can be proud of the end result,
Big time. I'm kind of used to the way that the people that I work with and how I work, but this was completely different. So I just learned a new way of working. Like building the choruses and being like, nah, let's take it back, do this, do that, change the guitar. I think a lot of people settle for stuff, and especially when you've got like a time constraint, people would just be like, no, let's just roll with it, it sounds good. But no, we actually went back and did stuff like that, which was really cool. Because not a lot of people have the time or actually want to do that, so it's nice when people who wanted to make sure it was like perfect.
But also getting to know like your voice and all the players, and because obviously we've never worked together before, so it's really nice to like, hear it, how everybody kind of does their thing.
For me, it's a lot about to do like textures and tones. Because I started on a Rhodes, and for me, Rhodes is quite a warm, well, can be quite a warm, mellow sound, and I think the direction we're going in, I kind of think I just wanted something brighter, which I get from a whirly.
Really just started with Kitty playing a groove. I think I hit an A minor chord, and then we sat on that for about 10 minutes, and then it just started developing, and I think the idea was even evolving on the second day when we were recording it. I feel like it's a kind of journey in itself when you listen to it. We didn't really nail down what we were doing until the last take.
So play them more straight.
You still rolling?
explanations, just contemplation, constant elevation. Aura, give me something. My blood goes rushing, lean ego blushing. No words are wasted. Gridlock frustrations, 'cause we've been trying to feel again, yeah. And we don't wanna lose again, 'cause we've been trying to feel again. And we don't wanna lose again, lose again. No. We're all so pure, feet on the floor. We're standing tall, too hard to ignore. We're all so pure, feet on the floor. We're standing tall, too grounded to fall. My tribe's living for better days. We don't worry how the bills get paid. Just nutritious food on my plate. But where's my sunny beach holiday? Don't bring no elation. Keep going, your face up. Don't like complications or intimidation, 'cause we've been trying to feel again, and we don't wanna lose again, no, 'cause we've been trying to feel again, and we don't wanna lose again, lose again. No, we're all so pure, feet on the floor. We're standing tall, too hard to ignore. We're all so pure, feet on the floor. We're standing tall, too grounded to fall. Now we live Shaka